the zero conditional today. So, what is it? Well, we use it to talk about facts or scientific truths, things that always happen. We can also use it to give advice. Let's look at some examples. If someone breaks a window, the alarm goes off. It's a fact. It always happens. If you leave ice in the sun, it melts. That's a scientific truth, a fact. It always happens. If you don't feel well, go and lie down. It's a fact, and it's advice that I'm giving you. Let's look at the last two examples. If you leave ice in the sun, it melts. If you don't feel well, go and lie down. Now, the first part of the sentence, if you leave ice in the sun, or if you don't feel well, that is the condition. The result is it melts, or go and lie down. Okay. The first sentence, if you leave ice in the sun, as I said before, is a fact, whereas the second one, if you don't feel well, go and lie down, that is advice. So if we look at the condition clause, the if clause, we form that by using the present simple. And at the end of the clause, we need a comma. The result clause, or the main clause, is formed by using the present simple, or an imperative, a command. Now, notice the comma here. We use that at the end of the if clause, before the main clause. But let's have a look at this sentence. Ice melts if you leave it in the sun. Now, we can change the order of the sentence. We can put the main clause first and put the if clause or the condition clause afterwards. Another example, go and lie down if you don't feel well. Again, we can put the advice or the result clause first, followed by the if clause or the condition. But notice we don't use a comma if we do that. So, if the condition clause comes first, use a comma. If the main clause comes first, don't use a comma. Let's look at some examples. John gets annoyed if Sarah leaves the light on at night. If Sarah leaves the light on at night, John gets annoyed. Again, the comma is after the if clause if it comes before the main clause. Some more examples. When you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils, or water boils when you heat it to 100 degrees Celsius. If you're hungry, have a snack. Have a snack if you're hungry. Notice in the second set of examples, we can use when instead of if. We can use that in the first one if we wanted. We can say John gets annoyed when Sarah leaves the light on at night. Or when Sarah leaves the light on at night, John gets annoyed. In a conditional sentence, we can use if or when, and it's absolutely fine. Notice in the last one, it's advice. We're using the imperative to make a suggestion, to give advice. Thank you for watching.